Mercurial is building new liquidity systems to maximize the utility and yield of stable assets on Solana. My name is Rico Richardson, and in this video I'm going to tell you all about it. As the DeFi ecosystem on Solana grows, there will be many different variants of collateralized, wrapped and synthetic assets in the space. And the foremost objective of Mercurial Finance is to make sure that they provide the best liquidity for all the major stable and pegged assets on Solana. Now, the reason they focus on stablecoins is because they resemble a huge part of the decentralized finance demand across synthetic assets creation, swapping and lending. Making sure that there is a solid availability of stablecoin liquidity is crucial to any DeFi ecosystem, and their main focus is building dynamic vaults. Mercurial vaults are market-making vaults providing low slippage swaps for stables while also improving LP profits with dynamic fees and flexible capital allocation. Trading stable pairs on traditional AMAs have high slippage while capital is largely underutilized since most of the assets are not needed for swaps at any given point in time. And in addition, fees are static, resulting in wasted fee opportunities for LPs when the market demand is high. Meet Mercurial Vault, designed with the following key features in mind. They've got low slippage swaps for stable pairs and forex pairs, dynamic fees that leverage market conditions to improve LP profits, and flexible allocation to external platforms like lending protocols to earn additional interest and yield. Mercurial Finance will start with an AMM vault that has dynamic fees for both native and wrapped Solana stablecoins like USDC, USDT, wrapped USDC and wrapped USDT. Now, their aim is to help improve the liquidity for these assets, and they expect the Mercurial Vault to grow in sophistication over time as the Solana ecosystem grows, and they want to achieve that by designing a strong base framework and extensions to be built on. Now, the vaults itself will have three key design principles. These are composability, which means that the ability to collaborate with other projects for the benefits of its user. Liquidity, by providing a high level of liquidity accessible for both swaps and deployment. And then the final one is being secure, making sure that capital is kept safe, but also being able to cater various risk profiles. I'll drop a link in the description down below where you can read up on the Vault and Dynamic Fee program. Now let's look at their tokenomics. There will be a 1 billion MER tokens minted and distributed over the next few years. 20% of them were in a 3-year linear seed sale, which has a 1-year lockup. 5% of them were in the private sale, which has a schedule of 10% at the token listing event and linear for 2 years after 1 month. Then we have the IEO and the liquidity provisions, and 1% of that is going to IEO on different platforms and 4% of that is for liquidity provisions. Liquidity incentives takes up 30%, team and advisors 20% with a 4-year linear 1-year lockup period, and the final 20% is for the ecosystem and reserve, which will be released in batches of 20% for 5 years. Their token is called MER and you can stake it, but I'll tell you more about that later down the line. Mercurial Finance has some big names that support this project. These are Alameda Research, the Solana Foundation and Gate.io, which is a centralized exchange like Binance and Coinbase. Alameda Research was founded in October 2017, manages over 1 billion in digital assets and trades 1 to 10 billion a day across thousands of products. It was created by Sam Bankman-Fried to exploit crypto arbitrage opportunities, and Sam Bankman-Fried is a 29-year-old crypto billionaire who is also the founder of FTX. Now, the Solana Foundation is a non-profit organization headquartered in Zug, Switzerland, dedicated to the decentralization, growth and security of the Solana network. It gives teams access to funding, dedicated technical support, recruiting assistance and much more. There's an entire list with many more investors and supporters, and that shows to me that those are people who believe in this project and what it does and which solution it can bring to the crypto world. We're midway the final quarter of the year, and Mercurial Finance has dedicated a blog post on their Medium page on what's to come in Q4. So rather than telling you about their entire roadmap start to finish, I wanted to address the near future and development of the project. They start off by writing about the stable pools for decentralized pairs. In short, they say that assets in the pools remain pegged in value mostly, which gives a high level of capital efficiency. But with LP tokens or staking tokens, the price will drift from the peg due to value accrual. To counteract that, they are building a specific swap pool to cater for depegged token pairs. Now, the second topic is institutional market-making vaults with credit lending. Besides creating the swap pool, they are also creating a new protocol called institutional market making vaults, which will serve both perform market making for returns, but also dynamically lends liquidity to credible institutional partners for guaranteed yield. The goal of this is to generate a secure, guaranteed and long-term yield for users that prefer more robust returns. Next up is creating dynamic market making vaults to maximize capital utilization. With dynamic vaults, they are introducing two innovations to the usual automated market model, which are dynamic vaults and dynamic fees. With dynamic vaults, they will lend the assets to the best secure lending platform rather than having pooled assets sitting idle in liquidity pools. The dynamic fees will improve the profit potential of liquidity pools while also compensating them for the impermanent loss risk in volatile environments. This protects LPs, which encourages more participation from them. This leads to lower slippage and therefore increased trading volume, resulting in more fees in aggregate for the system. Dynamic vaults will most likely come in Q4, but the dynamic fees are scheduled for the first quarter of 2022. And then the final topic of this video, staking. It's my most favorite thing when it comes to tokens. I've said it many times before, but I just love tokens or coins I can stake because it will automatically give you a nice passive income rather than just having to wait for your tokens or coins to work out the way you had planned in your portfolio. In the article, which I'll link down below, they write about opening up staking pools for holders where they will get rewards for staking MER. And guess what? It's already live. You can now stake MER in these lending protocols and earn retroactive LM. To do so, you'll need a Solana wallet like Phantom or Solflare and use Acumen Finance or Power Finance. There are tutorials on YouTube on how to do that, so make sure you check those out. And you can also connect your wallet to the Mercurial Finance homepage and it will show you a swap where you can swap your USDC for MER tokens, for instance. Now, keep in mind that these aren't ERC20 or BEP20 tokens, for instance. You'll need to bridge your tokens from those networks to the Solana network in order for them to be able to be utilized there. Once you've done that, you can dedicate your tokens to the desired pools. And if you don't like impermanent loss, for instance, there's a UST3 pool option as well. The APY is around 20% at the moment, and it's a combination of USDC, USDT and RepUST. There are many staking and yield farming options, which always makes me excited about a project. Now, please don't forget though, I'm not a registered financial advisor, nor is this video meant as financial advice. Never invest money you cannot afford to miss because there is nothing as volatile as crypto. My videos are meant for educational and entertainment purposes only, and I just hope they bring you insight on all kinds of projects that might be of your interest. If all of this got you excited for the project, let me tell you where you can buy MER. It can be bought on FTX, Radium, Gate.io and Hotbit. FTX is a decentralized exchange, Radium is a decentralized automated market maker, and Gate.io and Hotbit are both non-decentralized exchanges. In my personal opinion, I like the UI of Radium a lot, but to each their own. And if you want to learn more about Radium, then also be sure to check out my crypto playlist at the end of this video containing videos on Radium and Solana as well. It's listed on both CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap and currently trades around the 40 cents mark with a trading volume of around 450,000 and its all-time high was $1.90. Now don't forget, if you're going to buy MER with stablecoins, make sure you have bridged them accordingly. And for those of you who like to stay up to date on all the latest developments that Mercurial Finance is going through, I highly recommend you to check out their docs page and to follow their Twitter and Medium page. They provide the public with regular updates on their project and things that they are working on. There's also a full dedicated blog on how to transfer your Ethereum assets to Solana using Wormhole V2 on Medium. Their Twitter handle is @MercurialFi and they tweeted things about project updates, things that have happened, partnerships and just basically everything surrounding their project. And that's it. I hope this video was helpful. For now, my name is Rico Richardson. Subscribe to thank me and thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Doei!